What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for today. Now, the first thing I want to get into in today's video is literally since last video that I posted, which was yesterday morning, only two things have really happened, right? This play and this play. These are like the only real updates here. This guy misses by 0.5. This guy pushes at 7, and we have a setup here in the next couple of minutes for Valorant. And that's pretty much it, right? And as I've said, over the past week, we are looking to get set up for the World Cup, all right? So a lot of the value is in the future for us. We're looking to hit entries tomorrow, the next day, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have setups for pretty much all of these days going on in the next couple of days here. So that's great to see, and this was exactly my goal. If you told me a week ago that we would have 8 setups, which I believe we have 8 setups if you want to count them, we have 8 setups going into the World Cup, or going into Thursday, Friday, whatever it is, then I would be very happy about that. Okay, so there's really not that much happening in day to day right now, but tomorrow it's going to be a completely different story because it's like World Cup. There's going to be Canadian football tomorrow night, and through the weekend and really through the next 5 weeks of World Cup, there's going to be stuff happening every single day in the World Cup, and I'm super excited about it. Now, with that being said, you might be seeing your PrizePicks balance be going down slowly, and I agree because I see it too, but it's because a lot of our entries are tied up right now in the next couple of days of plays. All right, so if right now you're feeling a little bit of pressure, you're feeling like, oh man, I don't know, we haven't hit one in a while, it's because a lot of the entries that I've played happen in the next couple of days, and this is exactly what it's going to feel like and going to happen in football season, because what happens in football season is obviously all these games get played on Saturday and Sunday. So on Monday, Tuesday, or even the prior Sunday, but really like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're looking to get set up just like we are right now for Friday, Saturday, Sunday games in the NFL and in college football. Okay, so I think we have 8 setups, which is great. Now, this guy misses by 0.5. I already kind of went over this. This was unlucky, but again, unlucky stuff's going to happen all the time. This guy pushes at 7, and then this guy also, here's another entry that pushes at 8, and I believe I showed this one yesterday. But what I do want to show you is yesterday's play here, and there's actually 2 points on yesterday's plays because it was that NHL play too on BETR, which I want to show you. But yesterday's play, guys, Bull bumped down to 8.5 now, so this game's happening actually, I think, in like 30 minutes. But Bull has bumped down to 8.5, and Young Jay has bumped down to 7. Okay, so both of these guys, and normally I brag about this on the VIP. Oh, guys, VIP got a crazy bump by 2 kills or 1 kill or whatever. This is what we do long term. Guys, this was yesterday's play, completely free on this YouTube video. I sent out a play that was happening in like 24 hours. And again, we took this guy at 9.5, he bumps down to 8.5. I took this guy at 8, he bumps down to 7. If you can't find the value in that, then I don't know what to tell you. Now, on top of that, you might be saying, okay, well, it's just a 1 kill bump, dude. Who cares? It's not that big of a deal in the grand scheme of things. But you'll see, even on this screen alone, if we took this guy at 6.5 instead of 7, we would have hit. If we would have took this guy at 7.5 instead of 8, we would have hit. If we would have took this guy at 7 or 8, then we would have hit instead of him being at 6.5 and under, right? So these 0.5 differences can make all the difference sometimes, right? It is very, very important to get 0.5 bumps or 1 kill bumps or whatever it is, and these things can really help you long term, because it can be the difference between pushing, the difference between hitting and missing, and everything like that, right? Now, the other thing that I want to talk about was actually the BETR entry, right? And you'll see here that Hart, this is 2 days in a row now where I talked about BETR. So on Kelsey Plum 2 days ago, her line was 29.5, and she she was discounted down to 25.5, and she ends up getting 29. So the discount saved us there, and we hit because of the discount. Now, Hart was discounted yesterday in the NHL, and I told you guys, I haven't even watched a game of this series, guys, okay? NHL, if you're into it, great. I'm personally not a big NHL guy. I don't watch it. I've kept up with the scores, but I've seen some overtimes and stuff. Cool, great, But again, Hart, his line was 26.5. He was bumped down to 22.5 with the BETR discount. And on BETR, or yesterday, he hit at 23. So the whole reason why he hit this entry, why he hit his line, was because his line was discounted, okay? So these discounts are extremely important. Now, with that being said, honestly, I'm feeling crazy. Let's get into the BETR entry because I'm hyped up about BETR right now, okay? Now, with BETR, we have Jalen Brunson discounted, okay? It's not a crazy discount. Honestly, his line's 32.5. He's discounted down by 30.5. But again, this could make all the difference. There's been a lot of games where Brunson has been discounted where he barely hits by 1 just from a discount. Every single day on BETR is Taco Tuesday. So if you guys saw yesterday, it was Taco Tuesday on PrizePicks. And you know what that means? It's 3 discounts. There is 2 to 3 discounts every day on BETR, 2 to 3 discounts every single day on Sleeper, okay? You can just use the discounts. I don't care if you listen to anything else that I say in today's video. Just get on every day on BETR and on Sleeper, and you can make $200 to $300 a month sports betting. It is as simple as that. You click buttons on your phone. I think last month on BETR, I probably spent 20 minutes in its entirety on the app. And that's me sending out, screenshotting, finding a link, all this stuff. I probably spent 15 to 20 minutes and I made $250 on BETR, okay? That is, if you do the math, that is $750 an hour if you do that over the hour span. And again, I'm not telling you guys to do 20 straight minutes of push-ups. I'm telling you guys to do 20 minutes over a whole month of every single day on BETR, clicking buttons on your phone. So if you don't want to click buttons on your phone to make $250 a month, then I don't know what to tell you, right? You're probably in the wrong place, or you're probably just some crazy baller or something like that. And again, you're probably in the wrong place then, okay? So wonderful under 16.5 kills on map 1. Jalen Brunson over 30.5 points in assists. Super simple entry, guys. Here's my withdrawal from June right here on BETR. You guys see that that's all verified right there. And then on BETR, by the way, guys, everything is tracked. So you'll see that we've gone down about, I think we've gone down like 17 units, right? Something like 17 units on PrizePicks and Underdog this past week. But again, a lot of the entries that we have are potential energy pushing us towards Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? So if just 2 9x entries hit, so if 2 of those 4-bans hit, we would instantly go up 16 to 17 units just from 2 entries alone, putting us back up to break even. So we'd go like right up to like right here-ish. And then we would be well on our way to obviously pushing more high highs and such, okay? Now on BETR, I showed this yesterday, but I went up 25 units the last month. 25 units, $250, super easy. Sleeper, we actually also been doing pretty well on Sleeper the past couple of days. We've hit 2 Sleeper entries back to back. So that's great to see. Yesterday's Sleeper entry, which I sent out, was, or maybe this was 2 days ago because this was with Brunson, but Brunson and then Danger under 14.5. Danger gets 13. And then this is a 4x, all right? This is not a 3x or a 2.2x. This is a 4x entry right here. Danger was not likely to go under his headshot line, but we took him under anyway, and he does go under, and they paid us a 4x for this. So this is amazing. Now, if you guys want to get my VIP for just $10 or less, you can sign up for BETR. That is going to be 1 free month of the VIP. I already talked about that a lot in today's video. You guys can sign up for NOVIG today for just $1 and get my VIP for a month free. Use my code detective and put at least $1 into that app. You guys can also sign up for Sleeper, which is going to be a $10 deposit. You get a free $20 entry. And you guys can also sign up for Kalshi, and you'll get 2 months free of the VIP. And it's going to be a June only promo. Okay, so after June, you only get 1 month. In June, if you sign up for Kalshi, this will be 2 months of the VIP. I highly recommend, not recommend, it's like almost mandatory that you text me the word first. So text me Kalshi if you want to sign up for Kalshi. Text me Sleeper. Text me BETR, guys. It's my personal number. I'm here to get you into the VIP. I'm here to help you. And I want you guys to get the right code and the right link to sign up for these apps, okay? The worst thing possible is you sign up for Sleeper or whatever, and you have the wrong code. That's going to be the worst thing possible because you signed up and you're not going to be able to get the free month, obviously, okay? So Kalshi, NOVIG, BETR, Sleeper, those are the main apps that I'm promoting right now. You can get 1 to 2 free months of the VIP. All right, let's get into our PrizePicks play of the day. Now, we are using soccer correlation, all right? And you're going to hear me say the word soccer correlation and the word possession like 300 times in the next 3 weeks. Or sorry, like I think it's like 5 weeks is what we have the World Cup for, okay? You're going to hear the word possession and soccer correlation like 400 or 500 times over the next 5 weeks, all right? And the reason why soccer works so well is because we take pass attempts, and we either take these guys over together or under together for pass attempts in soccer correlation, all right? Now, how does this work? If this team, check, has a lot of possession, these guys are probably going to go over together, right? Because when they have the ball a lot, they're going to pass the ball a lot to each other. If they have a low amount of possession, then they're going to go under together. And again, they are very correlated and they are tied together, so to speak, right? So for example, if this guy only gets 20 passes in this game, this guy's also likely to get, I don't know, maybe like 20 to 25 passes because these guys are tied together. Now, if this guy gets like 60 passes and he goes way out here and he goes way over, right? Then this guy's probably also going to get like 50 to 60 passes and this guy's going to go over. So they are tied together, and that is the main form of correlation. Now, how does this work? Obviously, we've all watched a soccer game, right? If you have a lot of possession and 90% of a soccer game, I'll be honest, is just passing the ball around. It's just players passing, right? And you'll see that this guy, I don't know how to say their names, right? But you see this guy and this guy, Kufal, right? And they are right next to each other in the formation. So the coach puts these guys right next to each other in the formation very often. If they're not right next to each other, they're probably going to be like right here, or maybe they'll be like right here, right? So they are always right next to each other in the formation. And if they have a lot of possession, they're going to be passing to each other a ton, right? This guy's going to pass here, he's going to pass here. You know, it's going to look something like this, and they're just going to constantly be passing back and forth to each other like this. Now, if they do not have that much possession, then they're not going to be having the ball very much, causing them not to be passing very much, and they're both going to go under together, right? It's just like in the NFL or in college football. If you have Patrick Mahomes and you have Travis Kelce, if Patrick Mahomes throws for 500 yards, Kelce's going to get 150 yards. If Mahomes throws for 100 yards, Travis Kelce might only get 20 to 30 yards, all right? It's the exact same story in soccer. And honestly, sometimes it's even better than football because it's so consistent, right? So, it's a super, super consistent thing. Now, before we get into the third play, which is going to be Viper, I do want to say I'm doing a massive World Cup Pass promo right now, okay? Now, if you guys have any questions, I honestly explain it pretty well in this little like read more section here, but it is as simple as it gets. It is a $50 pass. It's $49 to get all of my plays for the World Cup and beyond. So you're going to get all of my VIP plays, all right? So if I send out a League of Legends Valorant play, you're going to get it. If I send out a NOVIG play, you're going to get it. If I send out better discounts, you're going to get it. So it's not just World Cup plays, okay? But you're going to get all of my plays from today up until July 19th, which is when the World Cup ends. Okay, it's the World Cup like finals. So you're gonna get all of my plays for about 5 weeks, right? You have the 10th of this month to the 19th of next month. So that's like, I don't know, like 39 days, 40-ish days, something like that. So it's about 5 weeks. And in 5 weeks, if you do not profit to pay this pass off, okay? So what a lot of people will do is they'll say, if you do not profit, which means you just have to make $1, right? But I'm telling you guys, you need to profit after this pass, right? So if you do not profit from this pass, so you pay 50, if you do not make $50 or more from this pass, which is pretty much going up 5 units as a $10 better, then you will get your money back on July 19th, okay? So obviously, this should be really easy for us to do, guys. All we have to do is go up 5 units as a $10 better. Now, a couple of things, just a little bit of like the fine print is I am treating you like a $10 better. So if you're a $5 better, then that's gonna be fine. Just use $5 bets and that's gonna be okay. But again, also, you have to use all of my entries on PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, Better, okay? Those are the 4 apps I'm going to be tracking. PrizePicks, Underdog, Sleeper, Better, okay? So use the discounts. As I explained earlier in this video, guys, you're going to make $200 next month or this month using Better and Sleeper. So you guys understand why I'm doing this is because you guys are going to be able to pay this pass off just with Sleeper and Better, okay? So if you don't have Sleeper and Better, you can make $200 with Sleeper and Better, and then you're going to pay this pass off 4x already, and then everything on top of that's going to be free. Now, another fine print is that, and this actually works for you if you're using this pass, but the entries are going to be starting on the 11th, okay? So the entries that I send out starting tomorrow morning and beyond are gonna count. And the reason why I'm doing that, guys, is because look at all the setups we have, right? Tomorrow, if we go up like 20 units or whatever from Thursday, if I look here, we have all of these setups already. So obviously, all of these setups happened over the past week where I've been sending entries out. So I'm not gonna be like, well, it's too bad, you should have joined a week ago. That's not gonna be fair, right? So you're gonna get this pass, and by the time that you start playing the entries tomorrow morning or tonight or whatever, up until July 19th, that's when the entries are going to start counting for the $50, okay? All you have to do is make $50 or more, and if you don't, then you'll get this money completely back, right? So in theory, if you literally made $45 from betting and you didn't make your money back, I'll pay you back the $50, okay? Literally, I'll pay you back, so you'll actually make money on top of this. You'll get your money back, plus you'll make the $45, okay? I can't give you any more value than this, straight up. It is a completely risk-free to you. You pay. If you don't get the money back in a month, I'm going to pay you back, okay? So it's pretty much, you could also think about it just like a full month VIP free trial, pretty much, right? Because if you don't profit, you're getting that money back, okay? If you have any questions, guys, my number is going to be down in the description and on the screen multiple times. You can text me, and if you have any questions about that, I'll be glad to answer. Now, the third pick coming back to it is going to be Viper under 17.5 kills. I like this all the way down to 16.5. Really simple entry, guys. They're playing Team Wii. The last time they played Team Wii, they actually lost 2 games, okay? So I don't really care. This guy went over last time, whatever. All I care about is winning and losing. Now, BLG is the second best team in the world, so you might think, oh, well, you know, I would play this guy to go over because BLG is super good. They're favored to win, yada, yada. But I think BLG takes 2 out of 3 of the games. And you'll see when he only wins 2 out of 3 of the games, which, by the way, is a lot. You're winning 66% of the games. He goes under this pretty much every time. And it's just going to get worse and worse. When he only wins 1 game, actually, it doesn't get worse and worse. That's kind of weird. But there's 1 game, and this is a game where he's actually lost all of his games. He only gets 5 kills in this game, okay? Now, when you see if he wins all of his games, so if he goes 3-0, then he does go over sometimes, but there's even sometimes where he goes 3-0 and he still goes under, which is pretty crazy. This line is just simply way too high. I will also say, and this only applies to BLG, okay? So when I say this, don't just take this and run with it with every team. On BLG, they have like a LeBron James of League of Legends, and his name is Knight, okay? And this Knight guy is a different breed. There are some games where he's getting 15, 18, 20 kills in these games. You'll see this game, 18 kills. This game right here, 14 kills. This game, 5, 7, 8. This game, 10 kills. This game right here, 16 kills that he got in this game. This guy, Knight, gets so many kills. It's almost like having like a LeBron or a Steph Curry on your team. And what I mean by that is that he's cannibalizing a lot of the kills from the rest of his team. So he is getting like 15, 18 kills, and maybe the game is only like 25-5 or something like that. So he's getting 15 out of the 25 kills his team has, causing the rest of his team to only have the last 10 of those kills, so to speak, okay? So he kind of cannibalizes a lot of the kills. That's not meaning that you should take him over. That's not meaning you should take him under. I'm staying away from this guy, okay? It's pretty much like betting on SGA or betting on like prime Steph Curry, right? He could put 60 points up. He could also put up 10 points up. I have no idea. But I'm personally going to stay away from this guy. He's very good at the game. I'm not going to take him under. I'm not going to take him over. I'm not going to make any call. I would lean that his line is a little bit too high, but again, I'm not saying to take him over or under, okay? He is, like I said, he could put up like a Steph Curry type of night where he puts up 50 points in a night, right? He's that good. So Viper is also very good. Again, this is a great team. This is literally the top 2 team in the world. But I just think this line is too high, and you're going to see that a lot of times when he only wins 2 out of 3 of his games, he's getting about 15. He's super consistent. He's getting about 13 to 15 kills. So I think his real line should be about 16. I think 16 is his fair value. Right now we get him at 17.5. I like him at 17 and at 16.5, okay? So again, I'm expecting a 2-1. And Team Wii, the last time they played, they actually 3-1 them. So the last time they played, they actually went 1-2, causing these guys to actually they went over, which is weird. But again, this is how League of Legends functions, guys. More kills, more wins, more kills, less kills, more losses, less kills. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know there's some long explanations here, but we're going to be hammering World Cup. We're going to be hammering Canadian football these next couple of days. Join up on the VIP, guys. I give you guys 4 apps to sign up with to get into my VIP for $10 or less. You could actually get 2 months of my VIP with Kalshi, and then also get this World Cup pass right here. It's pretty much a free trial into my VIP, because if you do not profit, then you're going to get this money back anyway, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.